Hey guys, how are you? Okay, now this is not like a typical little short slash video. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'll try and make it really quick. But the most amazing thing ever just happened to me like 10 minutes ago. So I quit my job at the beginning of February because I was like, no, I got 3 to 4 months left of school before my exams. I'm focusing 100% on that. I can't afford to drop out again. So I quit my job maybe about 3 weeks ago now. And my last paycheck was probably like 2 weeks ago. So I haven't been getting paid, and then I'm living off my savings, which I do have enough to do for just the 3 months. Not that that's important, but I was getting dangerously close to going below that level. And you guys know sometimes when you're saving and you go below a certain level, then all the money just goes. So I'm like, I'm really not trying to do that. So I'm out here, I'm applying for every single job that I can get. Cleaning job in the morning, at nighttime, on the weekend, because I'll be real, when I quit my job, talking so fast, I wanted to study and do focus more on YouTube and TikTok, which I've been studying a lot. I've been focusing a little bit on YouTube and TikTok, but I'm trying to come back with my consistency. But you know, I'm very glad that my consistency has been on schoolwork. I'm sorry, I really struggle to speak, y'all. But I'm applying for every single job. They're not responding to me. I'm getting these things like do a survey and you can get paid. You know, like when they do market research, psychology research. Like in psychology, they pay people to like do surveys and stuff. I'm applying for all of this. No one is getting back to me at all. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm just gonna have to dig into my savings. So I'm dangerously close. I'm like, you know what? A lot of people got some outstanding debt with me. I don't normally call it in because normally I have money coming in and I don't really care. But I'm like, no, I'm calling in all my debt. So that's what I started doing. I called in all my debt. Slow to no responses. And then the next day, which is today, after the day after I called in my first debt, I got like an email from my from the agency that I was working with, and they were like, "Oh, here's your payslip." And I'm like, I'm not checking it because I know it's on zero. Like I don't know it's on zero because they didn't email me for the last 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, any money they send me, I have to send it back, or it's not for me, or it's a mistake, or it's definitely on zero. I'm hopeful. I'm like, you know what? Even if they send me money and it's just like £5, that's fine. That's fine. I'm like, here, just forget about this because you're gonna get your hopes up just to get disappointed. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm doing everything I can to make some money selling, like on Vinted. I'm making probably about £8 at most, and I'm dangerously close to going broke. And I'm like, well, not even broke, but crossing my threshold. And I'm just like, okay, we're gonna have to do this. Like yesterday, I was seriously craving to go to the chip shop because before that would just be something I could do. At this point in my life, it's literally a luxury. I'm sorry, guys, I know this is so long-winded, but I was really craving it. I was like, okay, with this email that I just received, even if it's £5, that's half the cost of my meal. I'll be so happy with that. Please, I just want £5. Like I put it out there, but I'm like, it probably won't happen. But I'm like, please. So about an hour later, well, I get in the bath and I'm studying. I'm literally here right now studying, flashcards in hand and whatnot. And then I just pick up my phone because I'm studying and I'm like, GDPR. Do you think that leads to an economic crash? I'm like, let me search it up on Google. I pick up my phone and I turn it on. I'm going to use my other phone to show you because I'm recording on this. So I pick up my phone and then I'm just like, you know how you just pick up your phone, you just check for notifications automatically? I scroll down my screen. So I scroll down like this. And then I get a notification from my Barclays app. And I'm just like, what the? I'm like, no, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. So I look at the number. I'm going to insert a clip here. That £5 that I wanted, that I was begging the universe for, God done came through and times that £5 by 40. By 40, £200 in my bank. 237.29. And honestly, for the next 2 months, I only needed £200. Honestly, I just need £200. I have a few bills and I just need to get some food and that's it. Not only did God then bless me with that amount to cover my bills and buy food, but he's also like, girl, get your meal tonight. But not only that, it's just confirmation to me that I made the right choice when I quit my job. Like, I'm right here today, this week, 3 days. 3 days ago, my morning routine is to read 5 pages a day this year. I've literally just started reading this book, Good Vibes, Good Life. From tomorrow, I start page 13. Now, if you guys have ever read this book, you know what the first few pages say. This guy just went through the same thing. Well, not just now, but I just read that he was in college and he wanted some money to go on vacation and he didn't have the money, didn't know what he was doing, he didn't know what he was gonna do, and then he gets like a tax return form saying, "Oh, we owe you £800," and I swear he only needed like £200 or £300. God done come through and bless me. So it's just like, why do you need to worry and stress yourself? Just leave it to the universe, leave it to God, and He gonna come through every single time. Literally, I can buy my food tonight. I can pay my bills for the next 2 months because now it's February's up now, and then I'm good, like really good. So I have nothing else to worry about, and like that's just so crazy because I'm like, what? I couldn't stop repeating what the, and I started crying a little bit. I don't know if it was fake tears. I'm trying to force myself, but I got very emotional because this morning I was sat at my desk, and you know, like we have 4 pillars. I feel like we have 4 pillars to our human existence, and 2 of them are emotionally linked: mental, mental and emotional. I always know my mental and emotional pillar is working because I'm either having a mental breakdown or a mental high, and I'm extremely emotional or extremely unemotional. Those 2 pillars, for the first time, were balanced. Well, I won't say for the first time, but those 2 were balanced, yeah? And there was a third one in the background that's also balanced, but there was the fourth one. And now, this is a pillar that I don't normally think about, feel, but I started to feel it. Like, I felt like something inside of me was feeling really drained this morning when I was studying. And I was just like, I wish I was recording. Well, I was recording, but it's just not like I wasn't talking. Let me put you down for a minute. And I just felt like something was just draining. Like, I felt drained, but not emotionally or mentally. And I was so grateful that it's not mentally or emotionally because that can ruin my whole day, my whole week, my whole month. But I'm like, I feel so drained that it's hurting me in my stomach and in my throat because I'm like, nah, somebody's playing with my food, because that's what it felt like. So I feel like that possibly might be my financial pillar. And I was just feeling like, no, I can't do this. And then I'm like, let me just go to the gym. Gym, best thing ever. Even if you're not losing no weight or building no muscle, such a game changer for your anxiety. So I was literally picking up my phone to leave to go to the gym. Another good thing that happened to me. And like, oh yeah, I said I was calling in my debts. I was supposed to call this woman today at 12. She calls me at 9 a.m. and tells me some of the best news ever. I don't feel comfortable sharing it here. It is related to my financial, but she tells me some amazing news. I'm like, okay, finally, something's looking up. I go to the gym, have a little like workout, do some shopping. So I'm like, damn, I don't really like spending money at this point. I'm like, I just need some money. I come home and it's just like, boom. Like, today has just been an amazing day. Like, normally I never share when things like this happen, but I'm like, no, I have to share this one because this was all interlinked. This book, my thoughts, what's going on in my life, me quitting my job, my studying. Sometimes you feel like you're going nowhere and everything's not worth it and you don't know what path you're on and you're not going straight. And I'm like, God, please give me a sign. Please talk to me. Please tell me something. Do I deserve to get this meal tonight? And then I'm just like, I don't know. Am I cheating myself when I'm in the gym? Am I cheating my money? I'm not in the position to do this right now. It was like a brain crash. And then it's just like, my child, calm down. I'm here and I got you. I heard you. And I just think that's so crazy. Like, yeah, I go through so much sometimes. And I prefer to keep it in it. I don't know who to talk to about it, but it's just like, oh my god, someone out there is listening. Someone out there is here to help me. And it's just such a relief knowing I don't have to worry 24/7 because someone else has me. Like, this whole week, this whole last few days, everything has just been interlocked and linked. And I'm this confirmation that I'm on the right track. And I don't know if you've ever just questioned if you're on the right track, but when you find out, because it's something you've never done before and there's no one you can talk to because no one's going down the same route as you, but when God tells you and signs in the universe show you you're on the right track, it's such a relief. You're like, all that questioning and self-doubt can stop. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Purchasing this book was the best thing I ever did. Probably not, okay, it's not the best thing I ever did, but it's amazing. But I just really wanted to share that. That's crazy. Oh, the universe is so powerful. This is not the first time it's shown me something like this, but I feel like this is the first time. Like, I remember reading his money thing and I was thinking, damn, I wish something like that would happen for me. And like, the next day, or maybe I read it this morning. No, it was yesterday. The next day, Boom. So thank you, God, so much. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Oh, it's such a relief now. I'm good for the next 2 months. I don't have to worry about finances. And you're probably like thinking, what kind of bills is that cheap? But like, honey, it's a whole story. Anyway, thank you for listening to this. If you listened through the whole thing, I know I was not supposed to be this long, but oh my God, I had to just get that out. I had to let you know how it was. This is an amazing YouTube video, I hope. Yeah, this was not the YouTube video I was ever planning for this month, but you need to share the highs, the lows, the universe, the God, all of that. So y'all, if you're ever worried about something, don't. Someone out there is listening, something out there is listening, and it's got you 100%. All right, I need to get back to my studying, but thank you guys so much for listening. That's amazing.